Sports. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Mexico City Golden Eagles weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Let's go. Hop, step 18, pioneer. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Condors use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. A little juke. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around.
There he goes, right side. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. It's a big play there. Well, welcome to the gaining game with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They work now on 2nd and 9.
At the 13-yard line.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Hey, hey.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll try and do this himself. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Now Lawrence. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Red on red. Hey, Ginger, touch.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, go. Hey, son.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates. Cowboy 80. 19 Lions.
Richardson looking to throw this. He's going to take another shot here. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. But you look at this defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now Richardson. And that is dropped. Oh, that could have been a near certain 6 points. He was all alone, but he could not look it in. My, oh, my. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
65 catch. Cup 19. Buffalo 18. Let's go.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
19 Tiger. Rig. Ready.
Richardson working from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Check. 70 Timberwolves. Warriors 70.
Richardson. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
68 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
On first down, right back to ETN. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, what a move. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here we go. Buffalo 18. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 70 Rangers. 70. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Ready, right?
Now Richardson back to throw it. He's going to try and go deep again. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Cut 19. Ready.
Here's Richardson to throw. He's going to let it go again. Oh, still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Let's go now. Hey, crack all 80. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4. The 16-yard line.
Get it. Let's go.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
ready. 7, 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. Riggs.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice ease.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Condors are once again back in front. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 14-10.
GoldenEagles 10.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will start. On to the second quarter, Mexico City in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now Lawrence to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 48-yard line.
Hey, liar! Down, they said hot.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Off play action, Richardson. He's going to go up top again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Condors are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. They juked him. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. looking to put a drive together.
They'll look to ETN to start things out.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here's Lawrence. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
The Condors offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
Okay, break.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Go street. Pass the 60. Pass the 60. 18. Pioneer. Warrior 70. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Now it's Richardson.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Ready.
The
Set.
13-yard line.
Ready.
Quick throw completed by Richardson.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Back to the air with Richardson.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays.
GoldenEagles 10.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Lawrence will throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, touchdown! Big play there. 56 yards. To add on to their first half lead.
They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that, it only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
It's 2nd down.
Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's ETN.
Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screenplay.
We'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Cougar 19.
Play action. Now Richardson.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
He's going to take another shot here. Touchdown! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Condors will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And a rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Now Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Targeting Thomas, and I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
2nd and a couple.
Rip, 23. Hey, Soko, hot.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now this one thrown away. Will we see a flag? No. I'll say there was a receiver nearby. Pretty generous call, but either way, it's 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And they will remain well behind.
It's hard to be surprised at the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
Ready up. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Let go.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. So halftime straight ahead, and that means we go to Scott Hanson. It is our no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it, That's how they're approaching it.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Check smash. 79 Broncos. 19.
Richardson.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurt. Coogan, Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this 2nd half. And on now is the punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Looking to put a drive together.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage.
Now Lawrence.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They're looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now Richardson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Stop. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Panther 11. Panther 11. Street. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Richardson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
19 Lions. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
Richardson to throw off play action. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
18 Rattler. 18 Bronco 80. 70 Rangers. 18 Pioneer.
Richardson yet again.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 44 yards. But they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Hey, Jupiter.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Well, it's hit and the ball is free.
Oh, and now off to the races down the right side. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Out comes Anchoret, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the gun, it's Lawrence. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
The Condors offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
60 Maverick. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go. 60 Bobcats, 60, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19. Cut 19. Cut 19 Lions. 18 Pike.
Richardson looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose again.
Touchdown! A big play there. 67 yards.
And the Condors will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
56, GoldenEagles 10.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
D.J. Johnson, the one who got there for the sack. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Hey, easy, route.
Here's Lawrence. To the sideline and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, they go with Adams. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Ready.
Once more, Adams on first down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first down, this is Adams. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now Richardson back to throw it. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Viking 18.
On third down, here's a run by Hubbard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities
Come on.
continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
A run up the middle. Adams. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Set it. 18 card. Ready.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Cougar 19.
They'll go again here with Hubbard.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago. That if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
Cowboy 80.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense.